Oh my goodness, y'all were waiting for me? That's never happened before. Congratulations, Patch, for being first. And congratulations, Cryptic, for being second. And hello. This is so special. I could show you, like, how long this blanket is from when I stopped last night. Wee. It just keeps going and going and going. There's the end. And my pen has fallen. And there's my head. I doxed my hair. I know. And okay, did you see my stitch counter thingy? Here, where is it? Right there. So I'm on 7 of 8 middle section repeats, and I'm on the 20th row of that. So I have 4 more rows of the middle section, and then there will be, I believe, 8 rows or 16 rows, and then I'm done. Very nice head. I give good head. Wait, what? Anyway, this is why I am inappropriate, Patch. But you know what? It's nothing you have never heard, I'm sure. So yeah, that's my stitch counter thingy, or my row counter. So I added that. I also added where I could like show off the stuff on Discord. But I do have a few of them in general, so I'm not sure if I could switch over to the general. But anyway, if y'all put new stuff on my Discord project show off page or whatever, then I know I can do that, and I might be able to switch over to my general that other people had already put stuff on. We'll experiment. Thank you. All right. And I put the puppy cam in a slightly different place because my coffee table is off to the side with a big keyboard on it, because one of my house guests is using the sofa bed that is to the right of what you're looking at. So he moved the coffee table. So I just put a chair, and the camera is a little lower than normal, but it is what it is. And the puppies are still exist. So that's cool. All right. So we get to, oh, and I've got my, what is it? I have 1,000 random and interesting facts about literally everything from a website. So we will start with number 1 after every row. So if I finish before my 4 hours are up, I don't know what I'm going to do. You want to play a 360 game? Do you have a 360? Because I'm not going to like make you sit here and watch me if you want to play a game. You can just have me on in the background. Don't know what I want to play. I am not good with decisions. What are the choices? Yeah, Cryptic's on the same page as me. What are the choices? So I'm on row 21 actually. So I can switch this to 21. Wait, do I say that when I'm finished with row 21? I think I'll do that when I'm finished with row 21. That's what I'll do. Otherwise, I'll confuse myself. Which is same as row 1. That I can do. Got row 1 memorized long time ago. Dead Island, Skate 3, or Skylanders Spyro's Adventures. I'm gonna have to go with Cryptic's recommendation because I don't know any of those games. So yeah, go for it. What they said, what Cryptic said. am I doing? I don't even know. I was supposed to do this backwards. Okay. The yarn is on the side that I'm... Okay. My brain isn't working today. Isn't that crazy? I don't know what Skylanders is. Isn't that terrible? I'm depraved on account of I'm deprived. Right, so row 1 is knit first. Such a depravity in a stream. I can look it up later though. And I can see if it's something that looks like something I would want to play. In between taking care of 2 dogs, a bird, 2 kids, 2 guests, playing World of Warcraft, knitting, singing in a choir, 3 jobs, paying the bills, doing the dishes, cleaning the house, in that generation. I'm not in that generation. I'm in the Pong Atari generation. I'm Gen X, baby cakes. I know you don't remember Pong. I'm on day 2 of my vacation. It's been nice. Woke up at 11, hung out on a hammock. Wow, you have a tough life. She said with ripping sarcasm. I know. I don't look that old either. Everybody thinks I'm like in my early to mid 30s and I'm 51. And I have a little baby voice, so it's just how it is. Atari, yeah. You want an Atari? You have to have good lungs because in order to fix it, you have to take the cartridge out and blow on it really hard and then put the cartridge back in. And that's how you fix an Atari. Sega Dreamcast. I remember those. Wait, something just went black. It was my work computer. I have to log back in. Hold on a second. Baby. Okay. That'll look like I'm at work for the next hour. Oh, that's how Nintendo 64 is? Okay. Oh, I can only imagine because they're collector's items. I remember my first husband, I've had 2, he was born in 1959 and he used to play with this doll called a Major Matt Mason. And I remember back in 1998, 99, something like that, I went to buy him a birthday present and I wanted to get him a Major Matt Mason. I went on eBay. It took forever to find it, but I did find it on eBay. So that's his prized possession. He actually cried when he got it because it was like a memory throwback, but he's also a crier. And it was from before he even got into Star Trek. You made bread? What kind of bread? Was it banana bread? Banana bread's the best. I also like pumpernickel and rye. Regular white bread. Heck yeah, get your bread on. So now you can make sandwiches. I got my lunch stolen once, and to the guy's chagrin, I'm sure, because I used to eat cheese and mustard sandwiches with Oreo cookies for dessert. That was back in elementary school, when the dinosaurs roamed. Ooh, big thunder. If suddenly I'm not here, it's because my internet went out, because there's a thunderstorm. But there's no other reason I would quit this stream. Because I'm with the coolest people on the entire planet. When the dinosaurs live. Yep, when the dinosaurs live. My dad actually asked his aunt one time if she knew Christopher Columbus when he was a little kid. She never forgot about it because she was still telling the story when I was a little kid. She was highly offended. Not the mama. Let's see, I think the headline on the day I was born was something about Watergate. And there was a bunch of stories about Vietnam and how it was a horrible war. We should never have gone. Blah, blah, blah. Politics, politics, politics. Poly meaning many, and ticks meaning blood-sucking bugs. That's politics. Many blood-sucking bugs. Yeah, we totally learned from our mistakes. Uh-huh, sure, yep. Can you smell the sarcasm? We don't learn, we lather, rinse, repeat. That is quite a thunderstorm. I have my noise-canceling headphones, and I can hear the noise. Smells like irony. Yes. Puts a weird taste in my mouth, actually. That reminds me, did I take my medication? It's just vitamins, but I think I forgot to take my vitamins today. I ate my lunch and forgot the vitamins. It's okay. It just prevents me from having Swiss cheese for bones. I don't do much that would make me break my Swiss cheese for bones, so I'm not that worried. Okay, have fun. Did it have glowing reviews? Heat lighting is cool, though. It's like watching a pinball machine behind the clouds. All the pinball lights. Shocking. I know I did this row right because it was all knit, 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 knit. I was trying to figure out how to highlight my PDF, and because there's so much to it, I think it's not going to let me highlight it because I have all these like 7,000 windows open. If you were born in the 1000s, you would have said it was God's fighting. That is a true story. So, random fact number 1. The scientific term for brain freeze is sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia. Say that 10 times fast. Sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia. That's brain freeze. Most of it's Latin, so it does make sense. Yes. I took Latin in middle school, in 8th grade. Or no, was it 7th grade? Anyway, I took a semester, maybe 2 of it. Then I took French. in high school. All right, and that's that. And then I can switch my row counter. Let's see if it'll switch. Okay, are you ready to watch it switch? So I'm going to make this 21 of 24 and then save it. So when I save it, it's going to say 21 of 24. Boom! It works like a charm. Love it, love it, love it. He took Spanish. That just consists of making the teacher's life hell, though. Oh my God. Well, whenever you take a language, of course, you have to learn the curse words first. A friend of mine took Spanish for like a billion years, so he knows like all kinds of Spanish. All right, now we're on row 22, which is the same as row 10, which starts with pearl. Lots of marker wars. Oh yes. Either you're marking yourselves up or you're smelling them and getting high. Were you around during the era of mimeograph paper? That was another thing you could get high off of, the ink of the mimeograph paper. It was the precursor to the Xerox machine. And then I remember we used to spread glue over our hands and then let it dry, and we'd peel it off and it looked like we were peeling off our skin. And then we also would take glue and put it in those rulers in the dent part of the ruler, and we'd do like 5 or 6 of them, and when that dried you could peel it off and wet the end and put it on your fingernail, and it would be like fake fingernails, and we would then we would paint our fake fingernails, but they were made out of glue. Oh wow. Does she still have a mark on her head, on her forehead from when she did that? Sometimes they can cause scarring. You still have half of the crayon. That's so funny. Oh, she quit teaching because of you? Yeah. I taught Sunday school because I got a discount for my kids for their bar mitzvah and bat mitzvah if I taught. So I remember the principal at the time did me a solid because I was the only one that was teaching the Sunday school that was not a teacher outside of the school, so I did not know how to command a classroom. So you'd pass by other classes and it'd be just like a regular classroom, and you pass by mine, it'd be a freaking zoo. And I knew I didn't know what I was doing, and I felt horrible about it, and I didn't know if I was teaching them anything, and I didn't know about lesson plans, and so she made me the permanent substitute because I started to hate the children. And I didn't want to hate children. I like children, like on a limited basis. But yeah, it was. So once I became a permanent substitute, then it was somebody else's lesson plan, and I had a teaching assistant, and the kids were already used to behaving in their class. And so, and then I had a different class every week, and so I got to switch out the kids so I didn't start hating them. So that was much better. So I just showed up every week, and I would just fill in for anybody who wasn't there. So that was a very good solution. Props to that principal. She was actually an interim principal, and everybody blamed her for the real principal getting fired, but it wasn't her fault at all. And then they hired a permanent person, and she's been there for like a decade at least. I'm strolling down the street with all of my favorite songs on repeat. I'm dancing through everything's Yeah, I wasn't an ass. I was just like, I just was very aware that I didn't know what I was doing. And when I stepped into the role of permanent substitute and kind of stepped out of the role of teacher for the one class, there was this one little girl. She was so sweet. She's like, "Is it something I did?" And I'm like, "No, no, 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 no. It's not anything anybody did." I said, "I just think I'll be more effective if I can spread it around a little bit and think you'll have a much better teacher. It's about that I don't think I'm as good of a teacher as you need." And I hope that she didn't take it personally, because it absolutely wasn't about her. She was like a total sweetheart.
I won't slow down. Yeah, I am on my way up. I won't slow down.
So I ordered all my crochet supplies. I hope I was. She still says hi to me because I go to the synagogue and I'm like the main. I sing in the choir there, and during High Holy Days, which is like the Jewish New Year and the Jewish Day of Atonement, I'm the person that sounds the shofar, which is a ram's horn, which you kind of play like a spit instrument, like a trumpet. And I'm like the person who can do it the longest. So they always have me do that. And then I give a talk during the Yom Kippur. Between the morning service and the afternoon service, there's like a speechy thing. And I talk about the history of the shofar, and I give demonstrations and tell them technique and stuff. And it's really fun. So I'm like the shofar expert. And it's fun. And she tried her hand at it a couple years, and she did really good. So that was kind of cool. And I go into the Sunday school and tell them about the shofar. I'm an atheist, but I think the general consensus among people who believe in a higher power is that there's some sort of kind of life after. But I do use a higher power kind of substitute thing because I'm in a 12-step program called PODA. And it doesn't work without the higher power thing. So I always tell people, doesn't matter what you use. You could use a shoe in the closet as long as you give your crap away that you don't have anything. If you don't have power over it, you give it away to the shoe or whatever is your higher power and let the shoe take care of it. And usually the universe takes care of it, or time does. So. But yeah, I'm Reform, which is like the least Jewish you can be. It's like hippie Jews. Like maybe half, if not most of the spouses are not Jewish. And it's just like you follow the least amount of rules, basically. And it's more in English than Hebrew. But you do still follow, like big customs. Like I do Shabbat which is a weekly Sabbath thing, when the choir's singing, because I like the compliments. But I don't go to Shabbat when the choir's not singing. Yeah, like there's layers, there's levels. And then I do High Holy Days, because that's my jam. I love all the compliments I get because I get solos in the choir, and I get to sound the shofar, and I get a lot of compliments on that. And it's just my favorite thing to do. Minus the events, yeah. There's some fun Christian events. Do you go to like midnight mass and stuff on Christmas? I like Christmas music. I think it's hilarious that half of it was written by Jews. And what that's row 22. Let me tick off my row counter. This is so exciting. Row 22. Boom. I guess I can keep it up there. Okay. And then my next fact of the day is Canadians say sorry so much that a law was passed in 2009 declaring that an apology can't be used as evidence of admission to guilt. Take money for crochet work. The only crochet work I've ever done, I only did one project one time, and it ended up looking kind of like a that Wet Monday cat, maybe. So I bought all my crochet supplies, and I'm going to try crocheting again. But I think the way I'm going to approach it, and I'm going to learn on stream, so when I get frustrated, that's what you'll see, the reality of it. I'm going to be watching like YouTube videos and learning all the stitches that I need to know before I try to create something. And the first thing I'm going to try to create is a giraffe. So I bought some yarn, and I bought a bunch of crochet hooks, and I bought the little eye things you can make little eyeballs out. Can you make a cryptic stuffy? I could try without the $200. Maybe when I get to affiliate, you can do bits or whatever. I don't know if you can do bits before I'm affiliate. But a cryptic stuffy. But here's what I want to do. Whoever wins the bid for every project I do, I'm gonna knit them or crochet them a giraffe. Ooh, puppy cam down. And puppy cam up. And the puppies are both still there. Yay. So I'm going to crochet them a giraffe. So they get the blanket and the giraffe, and the money goes to charity. Yeah. So if you win the bid for the first blanket, then I'll get you a giraffe. Has been created and the ticket has been reassigned to security. All right, that has nothing to do with me. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna make, because I ordered all these, like a bunch of, like a assortment of colors. So yeah, so we're getting there. I'm so scared to learn this live on stream, but I'm just gonna have to suck it up. You might want to wait until I know what I'm doing before you ask for something that is going to look like the Wet Monday cat again. Row 1. Okay, this is like row 1. Oh, thank you. See, I knew how to knit, though. I've been knitting since I was 9. And while I did take 20 years off, I chose a very easy pattern to come back to. So this blanket pattern is very easy. And I'll try not to repeat myself, but with patterns. But, you know, as this goes along, I might have a favorite, or somebody might request one. You know, I don't know. As I get famouser and famouser, you never know what's going to happen. That's true. It's like a director going, can you do the same thing, only slower? Oh, it's no worries. I was actually in the last Exorcist movie that just came out a couple years ago, but you'll never see me because they cut my line out of it and they never actually shot my face. So they have the audio, but they don't have my face, but they actually cut the line out of it, but I'm still getting residuals. So every 3 months, I get those bitches. Oh, Auto mod. Hold on. I can allow those bitches. I know, right? No, that's okay. I don't mind bitches. It was the auto mod. The auto mod has a problem with bitches. If you do it with a Z, sometimes it doesn't catch it. Or sometimes I'll replace one of the letters with a number and then it doesn't catch it. Left you in the dust? How dare they? I don't believe in dust. I was also in an Afrobeats music video that's gotten like 60-something K views on YouTube. And it was this guy from Kenya or Nigeria. And he shot some of it in a warehouse in Atlanta. So I drove to Atlanta and shot for about 5 hours there. And then there were some street scenes in Kenya and Nigeria. And so everybody was like, did they fly you to Kenya and Nigeria? No, I was in the warehouse in Atlanta. But then it was funny because we had so much fun with this video. He actually kept me longer and did more scenes with me than he was going to. And then he paid me a little more than he was going to because he kept me longer because we kept coming up with new ideas. And it was just super fun. This is a knit row. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, become big. Voice actors that got good roles. Oh, well. How dare they? I can do a really good Bart Simpson voice, I've been told, but I've never tried it on stream before. I don't know if it's going to be considered like one of those things that you have to mute because I'm using a famous character voice.
Ay, caramba. Eat my shorts, man. Nice one, Homer. Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Thank you. So, I actually went to this convention thing once, and one of the former writers of The Simpsons was there, and I did it for him. And he said, well, you know, the actors are aging, and they might need to look for replacements. So I took his number, and he took my number, and I texted him my picture, and nothing came of it so far, but I still have the text messages in my phone. I can't bring myself to delete them. So I have his number. And I sent him my voice reel, which does not include Bart, but includes other, like vocalization stuff and characters and accents and funny voices. But yeah, I thought that would be freaking amazing if I was the next Bart Simpson. Oh, that would be awesome. Thank you. I could give you my voice reel. Of course, you have to promise not to dox me because you'll have my name on it. I am the voice of one of the characters in this series called Marsoc, M-A-R-S-O-C. And it's won a couple of awards, so I thought that was cool. And he's making more episodes now, so he's going to hit me up to do more talking. Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Thank you. I got an email. What does it say? It's been created the tickets been reassigned to security. I went with the name on the form, but let me know if you prefer to use the name on the ticket instead. Oh, yeah, that's just a follow-up email. Author David Farrow and Elise Baum, the voice of... Oh, wow! That would be freaking awesome. Yeah, and I have a pretty good microphone and a pretty good setup on my MacBook. Unless they want to fly me out and wine and dine me. Although I don't drink, so it would be like watering and dining me. Okay, that's cool. Thank you for funding a project. That's so cool. You're supporting the arts. So they would just give me a script and I would do a voice thing and they could direct me live or they could just give me notes. However they want to work it. That's awesome. What do you do that you can afford to support the arts? That's so cool. I want your job. Maybe, unless it's stressful. All right, that was row 23. And I can do row 23. Boom. That's so cool. It changes on the live stream. So exciting. A security guard in a medical facility. Oh, wow. I work as in the controller's office of a medical facility. So I do the finance stuff. T-Mobile's trying to sell me home internet. I tried T-Mobile's internet. It sucks. I went back to Comcast. Not a fan of people, huh? I am less and less a fan of people as I age. So this is same as row 10. Well, I don't see many people either, though, because I work from home. So I work a foot and a half from where I'm sitting right now. Ah, junkies. Automod doesn't like the word junkies. That's so silly. Yeah, you get patients like that, too. When you have a patient that knows all the drug names and says, these 3 drugs don't work on me, but this one does, you know they're like drug seeking. I'm gonna find all the words. That's right. And we'll make a list of words that you need to replace one letter with a number, and then it'll get through. That's how I cheat. I like to buck the system. But I've been doing that Bart Simpson voice since like middle school, which is hilarious because I'm old. Into repo. I did. I asked some people, I asked my friend about it. He didn't know about it. So I was going to look it up, but then I got distracted because I have ADHD. So I'll look up the actual game after the stream today. But I do remember asking him about it because it was on my list. If it makes it to my list, it definitely gets at least half done. So now I have it half done. Now I have to actually look it up myself. Absolutely. There's always a chance. I'm an open-minded kind of giraffe. I like this funky tune. And trust me, you're not bugging me. Reminding me is not bugging me. Bugging me would be if you suddenly turned into my ex-husband. That would bug me. That's right. I would never offer my ex-husband the other side of the bed. You're so silly. But then, so am I. Alright, cool. Cool. And I bet it takes no effort at all to turn into that person. Yeah, my first ex-husband is the one I had the kids with. And the second ex-husband was the one with the horrible credit score, so his name wasn't even on the house when we bought it. So when he left, he just left with his stuff. Because if he had his name on the house, it would have been a worse deal because his credit was so bad. So I was just like, screw it, let's use my good credit then. Fine. And now my credit's even better. So, ha! Now I know I'm better off not married. Date check to the animated. That's why she couldn't pay. Oh my goodness. What were her drugs of choice? So I X'd her ass. That's right. As is your right. Did y'all have kids together? Methadone. Oh, wow. Isn't that supposed to be the drug that gets you off of drugs? A lot of good that does if you get addicted to the cure. Okay. Poor guy. How old is he now? Oh, the opposite of weaning. Bummer. Well, I hope she finds a way off of it at some point. It was 2012. Yeah, it's a while ago. Yeah, my kids are 20 and 21. So I officially don't have teenagers in the house anymore, except for this week, because I have an extra 20-year-old and an extra 17-year-old who are staying with us for that summer camp thingy that my son's doing for his orchestra. And and they're from like different parts of the country. So one's staying in the guest room and one is staying on the sofa bed in the living room. Well, there you go. 7-year-old and a 14-month-old. Aww. Does a 7-year-old love being the big sibling? Or are they like getting tired of it? Yeah, boys be like that. I never thought I'd say this ever, but one time I had to tell my son, stop stepping on your sister's head. Because he would do this thing where he would pretend to step on her head, but then he would jump over her, so there wasn't really any pressure on her actual head from the foot that was on it. But all I could see was him fucking it up and actually stepping on her head, so I was like, yeah, no, we're not doing that now. Yeah, I know. It's hard to put the praise in the middle of all that because they do so many stupid things. These boy people, they're crazy. And then the girl people, she's a little asshole. My daughter. Sometimes a little walk-in attitude problem. But then she's also so thoughtful at other times. So it's like, I don't know what to do with that. Because if you were any other person on the planet, other than somebody I gave birth to, I'd cut you out of my life. All right, so that is the last row of the middle section. You're a hard father too. Yeah, they'll thank you later. They will, they'll thank you later. So the middle section, okay, repeat row 6, okay, blah, blah, blah. And then repeat rows 1 through 8 one time. So 8 more rows and I'm done with this blanket. Holy crap feathers. Okay. So I need to change this to say zero of 8. Final. What was it? What do they call it here? Border rows. Final border rows. Okay, so if I save that, check out the counter. Check out the row counter. Ready? Boom! So that's the final quarter. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you reminded me of the facts. I was about to forget. Oh my god. Thank you for keeping me on track. Okay, we did the Canadians one. Alright, next fact. Back when dinosaurs existed, there used to be volcanoes that were erupting on the moon. That is a crazy one. Alright, so we're gonna do the bottom borders. The bottom border is literally a continuation. Let me double check that. I think it's just a continuation of what I do for the edges. Yeah, I'm just continuating. Listen to me. Continuating. Does the moon have magma though? Oh, I could look it up. I could Google that shit. Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna Google that. Does the moon have magma? Does the moon have... Oops. Yes, the moon likely had a massive magma ocean in its early history. This molten layer, known as the Lunar Magma Ocean, or LMO, formed after a giant impact early in the moon's formation. While the moon no longer has a global magma ocean, it does have a solid iron core surrounded by a molten liquid iron outer core. So that was an extra fact. That was extra credit facts. Sorry. Why sorry? I like learning shit. You're making me smarter. It's all hard now. It's the way I like it. You shouldn't talk that way. You're a married man. Diarrhea of the fingers. Hey, I have diarrhea of the mouth, so it's all good. So what we're gonna do is, this is a right side row. All right, I know what I'm doing here because I did it twice the first time because I had to rip half of it out. Who said I was married? Oh, you're divorced again? You're like me, you're divorced twice, except you had the kids with the second one. Unless you're being a silly tease man. You're an official adult now. That didn't answer my question, though. You sneaky booger. Alright, so this would be a right side row, I believe. Row 7. Why does it start with row 17? That's because I'm on the wrong page. We need page 2. Where's page 2? I lost page 2. Oh, there's page 2. There we go. So we're starting with... Okay. So knitting, purling. Wait, after the middle section, they want me to do... I want to make sure I have this correct. Isn't it 8 rows? Let me make sure this is 8 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks like more than 8 rows. Because I did... That's like 16. That's weird. That's 16 rows. So then starting on 17. Okay. It's 16 rows. Alright, I'm going to repeat rows 1 through 8 one time. Oh, I've got the top border right here. There we go. I got your top border right here. Okay. There's 21 rows. Okay, so instead of 8, there's actually 21 here. 21. Okay, boom. It's after page 1. Ah, ha 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 ha. After, I'll show you my tap border. Your tap border. What I'm saying is you never answered whether you were married or not. You just asked another question. No, okay. So you're divorced twice and you have 2 little kids. And I'm divorced twice and I have 2 adults. But is co-parenting horrible or okay? Okay, so this is the right side. And it's Knit 1 Pro 1. And then we're doing, okay, so we're doing 5 rows of status quo. I get it. Yeah. My first marriage was to the narcissist. Unfortunately, that's the one I had the kids with. And co-parenting was very much like peeling your skin off one layer at a time and then bathing in lemon juice and then running naked toward the closest double wide while trying to feed crunchy peanut butter to a room full of quadriplegic senior citizens that are deaf. And then it just goes on and on and on. Then mistaking your eye drops for super glue, and then bathing in scorpions, and that's just a Wednesday. I had that down more when I was doing it on stage, but it's been a while since I did that bit. Auto mods. They truly suck. They don't like they truly suck. It's not to stay bitter. I mean, if they truly suck, then yeah, but there's a lot of defensiveness that happens, of course. Yeah, I'm pretty much over both of them. My second husband was, we still talk every once in a while, but he's kind of a hermit. Oh, where did the doggies go? Okay, all right, we've got Buddy. Where is Skippy? Let me look at the hallway cam. Is he on the hallway cam? No, he's not. Where is that little fucker? I think maybe he needs to... Yeah, drama doesn't have a place in my life. I completely agree. Let me see if they need to go out. It is dinner time, so I'm gonna go let them out and grab my dinner so I can crunch in your ear. Be right back. Let me do the eating thing. Be right back. I'm back. Woohoo! What team? Hear you in a few. Yep. Obviously, I'm a gourmet cook with that microwave. Nom nom nom. Korean barbecue chicken. Nom 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 nom. And then when I'm done with the chicken part, my doggy likes to lick the plate. He's my pre-dishwasher. Oh wait. Silly me. I shouldn't have the puppet cam on. I should have the slideshow. There we go. Still lived in Nebraska. Yeah, that's right. Your aversion to people. Which is why you're on Twitch talking to a giraffe. I get it, I get it. It's all coming together now. Alright, cool. Yeah, I came from Detroit 20 years ago. And then now I'm in South Carolina. That's as specific as I've ever gotten. Usually I say Southeast. But yes, I'm in South Carolina. It's a really cool town, actually. Happy to show you around. But it's hot as balls in the summer. So. Alright, let me let the doggies in, and then I'll let my doggie lick the plate, which he will be happy to do. Be right back. Yes, especially the sweaty kind. Very salty. Oh wait, it's after 5. I don't have to keep logging into my work computer. Yay! Okay. Now you have my undivided attention. Yeah, I sweated my balls off. That's why I'm female. JK. I was always female. Now I get to crunch my carrots in your ear. You do love attention. Apparently. Except not from people, just from giraffes. Interesting. Nom nom nom. Carrots and hummus. Ooh, your dad is a misogynist. Well, I'm getting a text message from my daughter. Change of plans, I'll see you on Thursday night. Okay. Thumbs up. He likes a good joke. Ah ha ha ha. So I used to do this thing And I used to say, this is the woman's chromosomes, these two X's, and this is the man, is an X and a Y. And right here is where the brain is. And we notice that it is conspicuously missing from this one. So it's like man bashing to do it that way, but that's what I used to do.
You said I would never see you again. Maybe I would hold
Oh, my dog is back on the,
a little bit
he's back on the sofa. And my other dog is not in the hallway.
memorize what you've told me.
So we can do that. And maybe my other dog will get up on the sofa and you can see both of them. Ha ha ha. I like it. That is a good joke. A very solid joke. With a very poignant punchline. You should write that down and find an open mic in Nebraska.
That's no way to live. Wishing you would come back.
And it's even more impressive that you came up with it on the spot.
I give all that I have to give. Feel you one last time. I know that I should
Cheesy yet satisfying.
let you go.
So I'll eat my carrots and then we will continue knitting. And when I say we, I mean me. I like a man that saves his good stuff for me. But up. I never asked how old you are. You know I'm 51. "36. That is a good age."
Going the right way, or where I'm supposed to be. I guess I'll fuck it up again. Kinda strange that I'm running in circles when no one is holding my leash. Yeah, I just make the same mistakes, and I don't wanna talk about it. I just wanna be teen again. What's gonna bring you down when all you do is hang out with your friends?
Yes. Because at about 45, it stops working as well. Is what I've noticed.
Who's to blame when you're all out of chances and nothing is going your way? Let's just see how bad this gets. I'm 30 something now and everybody seems to have their shit together while I'm just passed out drunk and I can't even talk.
Well, you had to have some downsides
Just wanna be teen again.
to make up for all that privilege.
Down when all you do is hang out with your friends. I just wanna feel 18 again. Why'd it have to change?
So do you ever watch Netflix comedy specials? That is true.
Who's to say if I'm going the right way or where I'm supposed to be? I guess I'll fuck it up again.
Yeah, because that's true. The shorts have the best parts of the jokes. And I don't watch them the same way normal people do because having been a comedian, I'm watching them more to study them than to laugh. And I rarely actually laugh because I'm more studying the anatomy of the joke. So people have taken me to comedy shows and been like, oh, you didn't look like you were having a good time. I'm like, oh no, I had a great time. I learned so much. And they're like, you didn't laugh at all. And I'm like, that's not why I came. I don't go to comedy shows to laugh. I go to study.
I apologize at least 100 times. You never heard my perspective or took my advice.
All right, that was the last carrot.
Put all the problems in a pot, then I stirred. I said what I said, what I did was a blur, and it's just a bad
So no more crunching.
it's just a curse. Now our friendship's on do not disturb.
Yeah, my favorite one, which I've met her 3 times now, because I got the VIP tickets so that I could meet her afterwards, is Eliza Schlesinger. I like her comedy the best. She's my comedy hero.
You act like I stabbed a knife in you. I cut so deep, I went all the way through. If you guess like me, then I'm a fool. No more drama now, no more shots to shoot. I'll throw fuel on the
Oh, not at all. She's awesome.
bridge to the ground. You're no longer required.
Did you meet your idol and get disappointed or something?
Wanna see you around. I'll throw fuel on the fire. Burn the bridge to the ground. You're no longer required. I don't wanna see you around. Oh my God, I said my piece. So
Aw, that's a bummer.
sleep like a baby. 'Cause no, I care what you think of me. Come and think of it now. It's all but
Like, who have you met that was like, well, the disappointing ones and the not disappointing ones? I bet there's stories on both ends. Oh, there's both doggies.
Moonful on my window pane. Don't bother me, it's all the same. Where did I go wrong? Another day to wait for you to sit around's all I can
Oh,
do.
well, that's shitty.
Thought that I'd be strong. In confidence I say
I met,
another way to say
what's his name?
you'll be coming home.
His last name is Marquand, Marquand, but he was in Walking Dead. He played Aaron in Walking Dead, and I met him at CreepyCon. That was cool. Kind of made flirty eyes with him. I wonder if he thought that that was good or bad. He's cool. And I met one of the Lost Boys from the original Peter Pan, the Robin Williams Peter Pan, and he was cool. The one with the spiky hair. And then, of course, I did a movie with Ellen Burstyn and Leslie Odom Jr. I got to say my line to them that got cut out of the movie. Andrew Divat. Oh, he was cool? Oh, that's cool. You like horror? You should come to CreepyCon. My daughter and I are going, and we're going to pick up her friend, Patches the creepy clown, on the way there. It's in Tennessee. It's on August. It's the first weekend of August, or second and third. You'd probably have to fly there, but we could drive there. It's like 6 hours from us. We could meet IRL. Yeah, it is kind of far from the middle of the country. It's really fun though. I had a good time last year. There was this contortionist lady. I swear she must have had bones removed for her to get into some of those positions. She was amazing. Like, she was like made of rubber or something. She was just like so bendy. So bendy. Yeah, I've been a stalker once. That was in high school when my boyfriend broke up with me, and I only stalked him a couple times and then moved on. But I did stalk him, I have to admit. But then we became friends, and then we lost touch. So, that is what it is. He moved on to better giraffes. Oh God, I'd be very creeped out by a stalker. When I owned an art gallery with my first ex-husband, there was this one customer who would always come in and get the weirdest like frame. He would frame, because I ran the frame shop, and he would bring in the weirdest things to frame, but he would like linger. And I mean, nice guy, but like my ex was like, he's got a crush on you. I'm like, no, he doesn't. And he's like, yeah, he does. And I'm like, that was weird. So that could kind of be stalkerish behavior. But I didn't see him that way. I don't think he was like binoculars outside the house kind of stalker. He just got a lot of shit framed. He totally did. Why, was it you? I doubt it was you. I was in my early 30s, and he was probably in his mid to late 50s. So he'd be in his mid to late 70s now. Oh. Ladies do too. It's just we hide it better. Like we know when you check out other chicks, but y'all don't know when we check out other dudes.
Take a ride at
All right, so that's row 1.
I think it's there still.
So I can say
Go through
row 1 is done.
It's the house on the hill.
Boom. All right. Next. All right.
And the lightning
Fun fact. The only letters that don't appear on the periodic table are J and Q. Fun fact.
know I loved you more than a friend.
Okay. All right, so this is just status quo the other way.
You're my brother,
Gotcha.
my twin.
All right, so there's more of this blanket left than I thought there was. Thank goodness, because I have 2.5 more hours of this stream to do. And I'm not getting my crocheting stuff till tomorrow. Oh, it was. Diodine, huh? Or was it Jodine? J was previously used for iodine. I did not know that. But with an O. Not anymore though. Oh, it's not anymore though. Okay, yeah. So I think they're talking about the current one. Not all the previous iterations. Ah, puppy cam down. Ah, I can't get to the puppy cam because the facts are in the way. Hold on a second. This is why I need a bigger screen. All right, there's the puppies. So when I pay off my car, which will be late October, early November, then I'm going to start saving up for a gaming computer with one of those curvy widescreens, so I can put everything up on one screen, and then I won't have to like switch windows to do everything. And then I will be a total boss. So now we're purling all the way across. Whee! Yes. And thank you for the compliment. I'm a great streamer. So sweet. This song consistently reminds me that I wanted to read Franny and Zoe. And I always forget to get Franny and Zoe. Ah, you are welcome. You are just as entertaining to me. Let me write down Franny and Zoe. And then I'm more likely to remember. You'll Franny my Zoe. I know you will. You'll Franny the shiznit out of my Zoe. Hoo-ha! Master Chief. Were you in the military ever? I've heard that about myself, that I take it so well. Remember, I was a comedian. You cannot outgross me. You was not. That is okay. You made a joke though, and you made it up on the spot. So that was, you're like an honorary comedian. Moles. Making ridiculous sayings dirty. Yeah. It's like reading the fortune cookie and putting in bed after whatever the fortune is.
Moving through the lines, let the music carry me. Act like tomorrow never comes, it's as good as it can be. When I hear the bass playing,
Oh, wow. I bet they were like, what the? That's not a normal fortune.
dancing like we're animals, hands up in the air, jump around like you don't care. Let people stare, just put your hands up.
Like, what kind of fortunes did you come up with? Man who walked through a revolving door going to Bangkok? Are very good targets for that kind of thing. I like to walk around on Shabbat, and when you greet somebody on Shabbat, you tell them Shabbat Shalom, which means Sabbath peace. And I like to go, Well, right back at you, Shabbat Shalom and stuff. And people like always kind of look at me funny and go, and stuff? My ex-mother-in-law. Okay, got it. Yeah, both my ex-mother-in-laws had a good sense of humor. And my dad had a good sense of humor. He just used it for evil. But he had like the best on the planet comic timing. If there were like 10 people standing around in a circle, he would have 9 of them peeing their pants, falling on the floor laughing. And the other one would just go home and slit their wrists because he knew how to also like press your buttons, but he knew how to make it funny for the rest of the room. But it was always like he would go for the jugular for things that you were like insecure about. It was crazy. Yeah. He likes to tell the story about how when he was in medical school, he was doing a surgery rotation and he was up near the front where they were doing a surgery. And so they did it, they put a stitch in and he said, okay, cut it. And he cuts it and the guy goes, okay, too long. And then the second stitch, he said, okay, cut it. He cuts it and he's like, it's too short. And then the third stitch, he says, okay, cut it. And he goes, my dad said, do you want this one to be too long or too short? And the guy said, kicked him out of the OR. So, yeah, his mouth gets him in trouble. All right, that was row 2. So, time for the next fun fact. Oh, I was trying to change the one on the actual stream. Hold on, let me try to change the one on the notebook, which will change the one on the stream when I press save. Okay, and the fun fact is, yeah, I bet I would. One habit of intelligent humans is being easily annoyed by people around them by saying nothing in order to avoid a meaningless argument. What? Okay. This doesn't sound like a fun fact. One habit of intelligent humans is being easily annoyed by people around them but saying nothing in order to avoid a meaningless argument. Okay, it made sense the second time. Why am I attacking you? I feel like you and I will never have a meaningless argument. Our arguments are going to be completely meaningful. Row 3 is like row 1. Boom. I'm attacking you because I care. You have an open mind. I have a Swiss cheese for brains mind. It's not necessarily closed, it's just got lots of holes in it. It's holier than thou. Okay. Ask me anything. I'll tell you what I think about it.
watching the sun go down. Baby,
Here's what I think you meant. You think about a lot of stuff, and you're in your head a lot, and you wonder what people think about that stuff, or just random stuff.
don't care much about tomorrow, and it's okay. Oh, baby, don't you know that it's over? You know we gotta make
Am I close? Or am I on Mars with that?
watching the sun go down.
Ah. So you try to explain what you're thinking, and it doesn't come out the way you thought it. I've been there before. I'll always make the attempt. Most of the time I'll fall short, but I'll always make the attempt. I pride myself in not being very good at interpreting other people's stuff because my mom was so confident that she could interpret other people's thoughts and intentions, but oftentimes she was wrong. So I don't want to be like her and think that I'm all right about everybody. I think they think I'm offending them. Oh. Well, I already told you you can't offend me, so we've covered that topic. And in my experience, men are simple creatures who literally say what they were thinking. And women try to interpret it as something that means something else. And the man gets confused about her interpretation, and then he says something else wrong because he's trying to clarify, and then that offends her even more. So I don't want to be that person. It's what most sitcom premises from the 90s were based on. Aww. It's from a movie or a TV show? I'd be surprised if I've ever seen it because usually I remember lines from movies because I see them over and over and over and over. Black old man, even older white man. Oh, that's from, oh God. They referenced it in Easy A. Oh, wait, no, they didn't. Oh, Driving Miss Daisy. Silly me. You're my best friend, Hope. I remember. It's been a while since I've seen that movie, so I do remember that line. Thanks for the hint. Morgan Freeman and Jessica Tandy. That was a great movie. All the well-deserved accolades for that movie. You. Spoon her gross old mouth. Mm. No, I have dinner at 5 o'clock, which was an hour ago. And I have lunch right at noon. Like an old lady. What time is it there? Go eat your food. I'll be here until 8 my time, which is 7 your time. It's never too early to eat. You're on your phone. That's so magical. I'm in my room watching the chat on my iPad and watching the stream on my computer to the left of my iPad. Because the chat, the iPad is delayed. The stream part of the iPad is delayed. But I don't have the chat on my computer. Salmon or burgers? You should have salmon. Fishy, fishy, fish, fish. I love salmon. Salmon's wonderful. I haven't had it in a while. So maybe if you eat salmon, I'll taste it. Isn't that how it works? Maybe? No? I don't know. Muscles to make with them. Oh yeah. We're going to pump you up. So salmon and mussels. And what are we having to drink? Okay, row 3 done. And the next fun fact is Gatorade is the only thing I bought when I was in town. Gatorade. What flavor Gatorade? That's important. If a polar bear and a grizzly bear mate, their offspring is called a pizzy bear. That sounds fake, but it's 1,000 fun facts. Sugar-free blue. Oh yes, definitely. Here's what I recommend when you get your first colonoscopy when you're 45 to 50. The lemonade Gatorade with a bunch of Miralax. That'll clean you out, and it doesn't taste gross. You knew that one about the pizzy bear? I did not know that one. It should be Pizzly Bear. You've already had it this year. Had what, a colonoscopy? You're too young for one of those. Huh. You must be a glutton for punishment. Well, there you go. Whatever melts your butter, dude. Oh no. Youch. That sounds very unpleasant. Oh, these commercial people. I'm gonna delete this and ban that guy. How do I do that? Delete and ban. Okay, we are on row 4, which is the wrong side row, which starts with a purl. Well, hopefully you're all better from all that mess. And bigger, faster, stronger for having gone through it. And now we're purling all the way across. Purl, 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 purl. I can only imagine, but I'm glad they cauterized it. That usually takes care of like most of the problem. Let me see if there's anyone else listening. Nope, it's just you and me. So I had a hemorrhoid drained and cauterized one time when I was pregnant with my first kid. I know, I like ask a lot of questions. And people have told me I'm easy to talk to. Yeah, me too. Open book. Open book. I figure if people are gonna treat me badly because they know something about me, then those people can go to hell. I do too, unless there's secrets about like misbehaving or stuff that was illegal that you should go to jail for. So don't tell me those things. I don't want the responsibility of knowing that stuff. I know they say snitches get stitches, but you ain't know where I live yet. I have to allow your butt. Tell me how I butt your butt, though. That's awesome. Well, I did inpatient patient care for the longest time, so I was basically a glorified butt wiper for about 3.5 years. So, ain't nothing I haven't seen or taken care of before. It wasn't that bad, except I worked on the neuro floor, and a lot of those people can't walk, and so you have to like do a lot of heavy lifting, literally, for them. And my back started to hurt. I was in like my mid to late 30s, and I was like, okay, it can only go one direction from here, and so I have to get out of this like physically demanding thing. So I went back to registration and scheduling, and then I went to the clinical trials office, and then I went to the finance side of clinical trials office, and that was a lovely job. I would have stayed there forever, except my second husband left me and took half the household income, so I had to make more money real fast so that I could keep this house. So I moved over to radiation oncology with a mediocre boss. She wasn't horrible, but she wasn't great. And then when she retired, she was replaced by this other boss guy who came in all sunshine and rainbows. But then as soon as I ran out of answers to his questions about how to do his job, he locked himself in his office and began a campaign to get rid of me. So he did a complete 180 and turned into a douchebag extraordinaire. Put me in front of HR 3 times. Oh, well, thank you. He put me in front of HR 3 times. And 3 times they didn't fire me, which tells me he had a vendetta. And then other people were telling me that he was jealous. And I'm like, of what? He's my boss. There's nothing to be jealous of. He's over me. Anyway, so I quit for a year and worked at a nonprofit and then came back, and now I'm in the controller's office with a mostly good boss. She's a little judgy, but she's kind of older, so she's going to retire soon, hopefully. And her boss is awesome. So I would love to have her boss as a boss. But right now I'm really good on money, thank goodness, because I have my main job, which pays most of the bills, and then I have a side hustle under the table, but we're not telling people what's under the table. This guy on the West Coast is paying me to do his books, and then I have another side hustle, and the guy rarely pays me, but he's my friend, and I help him do his books for his company that he gives tours around town, and I don't do much for him anyway. And then I've got streaming, which maybe will make money at some point, but the only 2 things I have left that I have debt on are my car and my house. So I'm about to pay my car off in the next few months, and then I'll just have my house, and then I'll start bulking up my retirement, because I started working with this new company to help me with my retirement, getting all my affairs in order, so that my children can get some sort of inheritance when I croak at the age of 156. Yeah, I know. I can't imagine not working, but like I'm already replacing it with other things. Like if I quit my job, I still have that side hustle guy on the West Coast. Oops, there goes the puppy cam. And then by then I'll have Twitch and stuff. Hopefully we'll be making money. And if not, I'll find something else. I'm always moving and shaking. Also, I wrote a screenplay, so I'm trying to get that produced. I have to get a WGA number, I guess, Writers Guild of America number, and then I could submit it to different contests. And now I got a cryptic. There you go. Everybody gotta get some cryptic. Get you some cryptic.
Every day I walk the floor and think of you, and every night I pray the Lord will see me through. Every time
Do you make a lot, or you just like to hand it all out?
the love that's true, I fall right back to walk the floor and think of you. Once there was a time when I had everything, and once around my finger was
Alright, that is row
a ring.
4.
But
So we are on, we just finished row 4. Boom. And the next one, I'm not good at much else, so it's what I can do. What, the handing out money or the security stuff? Okay, fun fact. In 2006, a Coca-Cola employee offered to sell Coca-Cola secrets to Pepsi. Pepsi responded by notifying Coca-Cola. Ooh. Wow. That was a boss move. Handing out money, but yeah, the security thing too. So do you have to carry a gun? Probably. That was a silly question. You probably have to carry a gun. And a taser. And a nightstick. You get to carry a gun. Oh! There we go. Thank you for correcting my thinking. I have literally never shot a gun. No taser or nightstick. People get the message when I point the gun. Ah, it's true. That's true. It's pretty effective. Have you ever had to shoot somebody? You don't have to answer that, but I'm just curious. Yeah, my friend Pito Heat has a collection of guns. Because he lived in a not-so-savory neighborhood, and some guy actually flashed his gun to him, and that it freaked him out enough that he went and started buying guns himself and learned how to shoot them and all that stuff. It's rare to see someone trying to break in, but they give up and go with the cops. Yeah. Probably best not to get shot. Wait, where was I? I am... That was a knit, so it has to be a purl. Okay. Was I doing this right? Yeah, I was. Okay, good. I thought I was wrong, but then I was wrong that I was wrong. I touched a gun once. And actually, I've touched some guns at Pito Heat's house because we're friends offline. But I used to work at the front desk at the dorm where I resided for college. And the security guard would walk around and she carried a gun. And I asked her one day, can I just take my one little index finger and just touch the gun to see what it feels like? And she's like, sure. So I just really gingerly just went boop on the gun, and that's all I did. I booped the gun. I've shot water guns, but I know that's not the same thing. One day I might. I've heard that it makes you feel very powerful when you do it under the right circumstances and in a contained environment and all that.
You can take that crazy jet.
My ex took my son to go fire some guns one time because my son witnessed a shooting. He actually didn't witness the actual shooting, but he witnessed what it sounded like. And the victim was his coworker and friend at the pizza place. And so my dad didn't want my son to, or his dad didn't want him to be afraid of guns. So he took him to a shooting range and had him pop off a few rounds. But this is the same man that took my children skydiving for my son's 21st birthday and pushed them out of a perfectly good airplane. I don't think he pushed them, but they jumped out of a perfectly good airplane.
You went and took that Florida trip.
Oh, my stuff shipped. That's awesome.
Didn't stick. 'Cause when running away is what you're known for.
Let me see. So tomorrow, wait, what am I doing? Okay, tomorrow I'm getting all my crochet stuff And then Wednesday, oh my God, this is stupid. Guns are about control, not power. That's true. On Wednesday, I have 2 pairs of these old lady glasses. And I've had them since I was like 45, because you know your eyes start to go. And now I'm having to get the next power up, like the next lens strength up. And I looked it up and they said when you turn 50, you're going to start having to get the next one up. And here I am, 51. I'll be 52 in September. And I'm needing the next one. Will we see the transformation? I don't know. Maybe I'll put some glasses on the giraffe. I put a bow tie on him. Why not? Actually, I should say that the giraffe is a girl because I'm a girl, but to me the giraffe seems like a guy. Or maybe the giraffe is non-binary and is neither girl or guy. Well, I've been wearing contacts since I was 20-something. And now it's like I have to wear the contacts and the glasses. And it's driving me nuts. So I think what I'm going to do, since I have to wear the glasses over the contacts anyway to do stuff like reading the computer screen and reading the music at the synagogue and pretty much reading anything, I figure I'll save the money and just get the double glasses where I can take care of the stigmatism and the old lady eyes.
Time flies by, only alone. Now just photos on my phone.
I don't think that's how it works, because I think I asked that one time because I was like, well, maybe it'll make my eyes weaker if they get used to not having to struggle to see. And I think I did ask the eye doctor one time and he said, no, that's not how it works.
I cannot see it,
And you might as well be comfortable and be able to see.
struggle to keep my luggage light.
I do too. When I was a little kid, I used to think all cats were girls and all dogs were boys, and they would get together and have babies, and if the babies were girls, they were cats, and if the babies were boys, they were puppies. And I genuinely believed that for a long, long time.
Only limit is my mind. I wanna know how high I can go.
I have a very literal brain. Easter Bunny lived in the exits of the movie theaters. Oh, wow! I can see that. My second husband, his mom has a story about when he was a little kid. He refused to go on the elevator. And when she finally figured out why, it was hilarious because what he witnessed was people going in the elevator door closing, and when it opened again, they were different people. And he didn't want to turn into a different people. And so he didn't want to go in the elevator. It freaked him out. He thought it would turn him into a different person. Isn't that crazy? I think that's the most amazing way to think about it, because that's literally what happened. At least in his mind.
I wanna know how high I can go. I wanna know how high
And then my daughter, oh my God, this is so sad. My daughter, okay, so a year and a half before my daughter turned 18, my son turned 18. I walked on my dad in the bathroom and thought he had. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. So did you think that when you grow up, you grow another one? That's so funny. He had 2 Peters. You wished. Well, you get more done that way. Could be a double-fisted peer at the urinal. I wondered if you'd had separate bladders or if they would come off of the same bladder. I always think anatomically, like how it would work. Two functioning Peters. That's awesome. From the same bladder? Or 2 different? Does he have 2 bladders? And does he have 4 kidneys then? 1 bladder and can choose to use one or the other. Oh, he can like close one off. I bet he has separate control over the muscles. It hurts to change shoots. Oh, okay. So he probably favors one. That's amazing. He's crazy. He's so crazy. Okay. 5. Save. And fun fact. The next fun fact is, if I can scroll this up, okay. The 10 highest mountain summits in the United States are all located in Alaska. And that's special. So that's the next fun fact for row 5. So now we're going to do rows 6 through 20 are all going to be purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, or knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. Okay, so the way this works, I'll see if I can explain it. So, let me see. Do you see how these stitches look like little upside down V's, or maybe right side up V's? And these stitches look like little dots. But these stitches are all a bunch of bigger dots on the end. So what happens is, here I can explain it this way. So this is a right side knit. It makes a little V. This is a right side purl, which makes a little like dot. And on the wrong side, the purl looks like a knit and the knit looks like a purl. So that said, on these, what you do is on the right side, you do knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. On the wrong side, what looks like it should be a purl, if you wanted to stay with the dot pattern, will be a knit, and vice versa. And that's what makes these larger dots. Because in between these little dots, you have a knit, which makes a big dent. And in between both ways, like left and right and up and down. So you'll see in between left and right and up and down, there's a knit right here, but these are all purls. So it's confusing until you can wrap your head around it. It's like driving a stick. But I figured it out about halfway through this blanket. So now I understand, and I am one with the universe here. Or the one with the unit verse here. Ha 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 ha. That was a bad pun. which means it was a good pun. Oh, we got 4 people on here, which means we've got me, you, and 2 other people. Hello, 2 other people. Welcome. She used to do this a lot. She'd make us clothes, stuffies, and like making dresses for. Aw, that's so cool. Yeah, I had an aunt that would crochet. I believe she crocheted. I have 2 baby blankets. One was given to me at birth, and it is absolutely almost like completely threadbare. The other one was presented to me at birth, and I wasn't allowed to play with it, and it is in really good condition. And I believe they're both crocheted, but I still have them. They are 51 years old. Thank you. I liked that pun. So, the first one is row 6 over here, which is a wrong side row. So if it's a wrong side row, we're always going to start with purl. And we're just going to go back and forth. Purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit. Purl. The first stitch is always the hardest. So now, if you look at this, you see there's a little dot. It looks like a dot. So that looks like it should be a purl. So I'm going to knit it. And then this looks like not a dot, so it looks like it should be a knit, so I'm going to purl it. So that's what we do. We're going to go like against the grain with all these stitches. Purl. And then the first row is going to be the hardest to do after I get done with this edge, because I'm going to have to remember to go back and forth on knitting and purling the whole row. But then after that, it'll be easier because I'll know just to do the opposite of what I'm saying. We got evicted and my parents split when I was 13. Aw. You didn't bring the mood down, but that's a bummer. Nothing brings my mood down. I think I have a crazy mixture of caffeine and serotonin in my bloodstream, even though I don't take either of those. Fun fact about me, let's show you a mood. I've never drank coffee. I've never even had one sip of coffee ever in my entire life. Because coffee's for grown-ups, and don't you ever accuse me of being one of those. I suppose I don't need a stitch marker at this point. So I'm going to remove the stitch marker, which has been with me through this entire process, and now I've dropped it on the floor. I'll find it later. So, stitch marker, I thank you for your service. So I just knitted, so I'm going to purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. And hope I do this right, because if I don't do it right, it won't be right on the other end. Then I'll have to rip the whole row out, or at least to where I screwed up, which I've done before. And I don't get that upset about that. Okay, so I just purled. How the yarn is on my fingers. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I used to let things get my mood down, but now I'm just like, fuck them. Fuck them if they can't take a joke. I mean, not literally. Usually those are the ones I don't want to have sex with, but you know what I mean. I banned them from my life. You can. You're not old enough to have those kinds of problems. I know what to do now. I totally know what to do now. Maybe. I don't know. Are you setting me up for a joke? I have no idea. You might be like 3 comments ahead of me or behind me. There is a slight lag on the stream. You said, how come I can't take a joke? Oh, I can't take a joke. Oh, you can't take a joke. I get it. Oh my goodness. See? Swiss cheese for brains. I'm telling you. It's my hormonal imbalance. I actually did lose my shit this morning at the vet. Because I could have sworn I got a text message saying that Skippy needed more puppy shots. So I clicked on it and made an appointment for this morning. And I go all the way over there, in traffic, mind you, and I'm not used to traffic because the worst traffic I have is from the bedroom to the kitchen. And they're like, oh, no, he's not on the appointment. You have to explain most of your jokes to people. Well, plus there's a lag. If it was right away, I probably would have figured it out. And so I get there, and I'm like, okay, I'm here with Skippy to get his puppy shots. And they were like, he doesn't need puppy shots. He's all caught up. And I'm like, what? I'm like, did y'all tell me to come in and get puppy shots? And they're like, wasn't us. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Meanwhile, Skippy's losing his shit because there's this other dog that came out from the back, and Skippy doesn't know how to shut the fuck up and just let another dog be another dog. And so he's wriggling around and flailing, and I'm trying to figure out where I got this email or text message from. And he flails to the point where he scratched the hell out of my face. And I'm glad he didn't break the skin or anything, but it really hurt because it was like right near my nose. And so I got really, like, it took me from 0 to raging in no time flat. And so I kind of shoved him into the hands of the lady behind the counter and said, here, you take him, let me look at this thing, blah, 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 blah. And I was trying to find, where the information was. And then I was like, you know what? Since this isn't really an appointment, why don't I just leave? So I already made an ass of myself in front of everybody there. So I was just like, I'll just go. And I have an appointment there tomorrow for Buddy for his senior well visit. So I said, I'll see you tomorrow for Buddy's senior well visit. And then when I got home, I felt bad. So I called him up and apologized for being an asshole. But yeah, what wasn't my finest moment. But I'm going to blame the hormones and move on. Or lack thereof. I don't know what's going on with me. What happens with hormones when you're going through menopause? I have no idea. They make you crazy and sweaty and not be able to sleep. And have Swiss cheese for brains. Second puberty? It's like reverse puberty. My tube's been tied since my daughter was born, so... losing my shit. I have to allow your shit. Fun to imagine you losing your shit. I really did. Well, it probably wasn't as bad as it was in my head, and I was trying to be polite about it, but I was so furious. I was like beside myself with frustration that I went all that way and it wasn't an appointment I needed. It turns out they did text me, but it was for the flea and tick medicine, which is just like that chewy thing. And I could just pick that up. I didn't have to bring him and have him whine in the car all the way there. It was just frustrating in the moment, and I've apologized for it and moved on. Except that I'm retelling the story now, but only for an example. It's funny I lose my shit over that, but I didn't lose my shit when a friend of mine called and told me he was being arrested. I was just really calm. It was like 2 a.m. and he called and he's like, I'm being arrested. I'm fine. They're going to impound my car. And I'm like, okay. I just didn't have the wherewithal to tell him to lawyer up, but it's all good. He knows now. Okay, and then I can take off this stitch placeholder. Okay, so I just purled. So I'm going to knit. No, hold on. No, I'm supposed to purl again. Did I mess that up? Now I gotta count everything. Let me make sure. Okay. This was a purl knit. Okay. Purl knit.
So you think you were right?
Okay, so far so good.
Bring it on, prove me wrong.
Purl knit.
Go put up a
Purl knit.
fight.
Oh, I did 2 purls here.
The way I do,
I screwed it up way back here. It's all good though. At least I caught it. So I'm going to rip back to there. It's not that bad. It's just 1 row. We're cool. Not gonna lose my shit. Messing up is part of the process. I'm glad I caught it. Ex-Kentucky police officer sentenced to 33 months in relation to the death of a black woman, Breonna Taylor. I just got that on the BBC News. Breaking news. In case you were wondering. So, when my daughter loses her shit, it's very much like Tinkerbell having a conniption fit. So I imagine that's kind of what it's like when I lose my shit. Oops, puppy cam down. Hold on, let me get it. Reconnect. And we're back. And we have 2 puppies on the sofa, as it should be. And my Stream Elements message worked. I told it when to do it, and it did it when it said it was going to do it. Lovely. Life is perfect. In every way. Even though I'm going through the photo negative of puberty. I hope all my people are having a lovely, lovely evening, or day, or morning, or afternoon, or whatever time it is on Mars. I don't know where you're from. All right.
People in therapy are often there to deal with people in their lives who won't go to therapy.
Disheveling muscles. All right. Sounds like fun. Is that where you use that sharp scraper thing? I mean, I super appreciate when you do talk to me, but you're not obligated. It's gonna be good. So how do you prepare mussels and salmon? Ooh, linguine. Butter and salt. All right. No garlic? I don't know how to cook, so I'm just asking questions. Yeah, salmon is pretty good. It's one of the meatier fishes that I've never had. I like salmon and tuna. Do you have a vegetable to go with it? Or are you going to just be super fish man?
My friend says I am stuck. I'm too self-aware, but how else will I get any luck if there are wounds left to wear?
Oh, I'm renting from Don't Mind Me Cooking. Smells like a dead mermaid squat. It goes away eventually. At least you're not doing liver and onions. I think, to me, that smells worse. No worries. I'm not judging. You're a grown-ass man. You can have what you want. Your vegetable could be chocolate ice cream. And then nobody could say anything about it. A mollusk. I think I have noticed that in the past. And get your mind out of the gutter. You're stepping on my head. Well, I don't know if we'll get to our fun fact as soon as I wanted to, but we will get to our fun fact. After every row, I'm trying to do a fun fact. But if I have to rip some stitches like I have to now, it takes a little longer. We might do an extra fun fact just because. Because it's my stream and I can. And there is nothing wrong with that. Anatomy is science, and science is cool. Just ask Neil deGrasse Tyson. even though he's not that kind of scientist. And the human anatomy is a fascinating place. But yeah, no judgment zone here. I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. Usually I sneeze in twos. So that was apropos. I must be allergic to moving. Thank you. I feel truly blessed. Do you know in Thailand, they don't say bless you? My brother married a Thai lady, and I noticed she wouldn't say bless you when we sneezed. And I was like, well, what did they say in Thailand when you sneezed? And she said, nothing, you just sneezed. Which makes sense, because it's based on that they used to think that when you sneezed, you were releasing demons from inside you. So they would say bless you to keep the demons from coming back. And Buddhists don't believe that. And most Thais are Buddhist. I did know that. Did you know that if a naked man walks through a revolving door, he's going to Bangkok? That men who go to bed with itchy butts wake up with smelly finger? Woke up with a sore butt, I'd probably be less likely to tell people if I was a straight man and woke up with a sore butt. No comment.
Say
You are
proud. A little action.
I should have seen that one.
People say
from a mile away.
Life is fiction. People say I wouldn't give them no satisfaction. Well, I wouldn't know. It's beyond my imagination. I keep
there
my
you go.
pants up high and my zipper closed, and people wonder why I never get rid of those. Also,
too bad you're not coming to CreepyCon, huh? This song reminds me of, what is his name again? Reggie Watts. I don't know why. I love Reggie Watts. He's awesome. He has that song, Fuck Shit Stack. And I taught my kids when they were really little because my second ex-husband loved that song and introduced me to it. So he went on a trip, and when he came back, I taught them to sing the chorus of it, but instead of fuck shit stack, they said yuck spit stack. And we did it for him, and he laughed very hard.
It's gonna roll right off of me like water off the back of a duck. And I go.
Isn't that funny? Yeah, I've done it before, but I mean, it's not top of the list. I dated a guy once who introduced me to it. But then once we did it once, that was all he wanted to do after that. I'm like, are we ever going to go back to the other way? Yeah.
I'm an ancient being. I've been trying this shit for a million years.
Plus, I'm always worried that they're going to hit some sort of like product. That would be embarrassing.
I've got sweet tunes flowing. Now I'm leaving my sorrows behind me. I hear bluebirds singing and I'm vibing to the world
Well,
around
and
me.
gross.
You're no human being, you're no earth and homo sapiens, you don't know where your skin is. What's the stand out? You were tripping on this planet as a prototype of archetype, stupefied and mystified. What's the stand out?
That's decent, but I'm sorry. Alright, we're almost back to where trying it almost right. Okay, so there's my stitch marker, which is the hair tie, which is what I was using in the first place before I got my actual stitch markers.
I can tell
Okay, now we're back on track, and we just did pearl.
Stop acting all strange with your crew, with your friends. Stop what you do, being like that, yeah. Stop right there, let me rebound. Cause I'm not pleased, give me refund. That's all we are, not all we are. I'm freaked out. We just stuck outside with our headphones on, selfie stick and our iPhones, y'all. Restart, we need a.
Sleepy sofa dogs.
What's the stand out?
Oh, I would totally eat your salmon.
It's time.
Okay, that was the pearl. We're gonna stay on track now.
It's the game.
Do this right.
Have you lost your mind? I'll give you some of my alien vibe.
But
Study
beside the
my
point.
alien drip. It used to be a dream of mine,
yeah, I would. I totally would.
but you have changed my mind. Wanted to be a human.
That was.
Now I can't see why.
This is the weirdest, like, one-way, two-way communication ever. Because I've been on the other side of it where I'm the stream watcher. It's just funny. Ooh, crispy on the outside. Nom, 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 nom. You could save it for another meal. That's pearl. Knit. This reminds me of Catch Me If You Can. It's the kind of music they would have on there. Hard to hear me over the song. Oh, I had my microphone. I had my microphone away from my mouth, that's why. Sorry. Because I was eating the carrots. And I have forgotten to eat my chocolate pudding. Okay, when I finish this row, I'll do 2 fun facts because I made you wait so long. Sorry, I totally didn't think about that. My microphone wasn't near my mouth. Purl, knit, purl, knit. Now you can probably hear every little thing I say. Even when I'm just talking to myself. Is that better with it near my mouth? I gotta be careful saying that kind of crap to you. Is my sound better? Much better. Yay! So that's a purl. And sometimes if you see me doing a thing where it looks like I started a stitch, but I go back and do it again, it's because the needle poked through the thread and didn't pick up the entire thing. It like poked halfway through and only took a couple layers of the thread. So I want to come back and pick up the whole thread. In case you ever notice that happening. And in case you give a shit. On the off chance. All right, that was a purl. Don't even know what's happening. He's crazy. I do it the I think it's the European way because I'm holding the thread with my left hand. And then I can't remember what it's called when you hold it with your right hand. It's cosmopolitan or something. All right, let's see if we got this right. Yes, we are on track, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Now I could follow it with my eyes, and if it looks like it should be a purl, I'll do a knit, and vice versa. Boom. Okay. Doing it the European way. You'll show me doing it the European way. Okay, so that was row 6. Row 6. Oh, I'm trying to change the wrong thing. Hold on. Row 6. And my stitch counter should be accurate starting now. Boom. And we will do 2 fun facts because it took so long. The next fun fact is Nintendo trademarked the phrase, "It's on like Donkey Kong," in 2010. That's awesome. I did not know that. And the next fun fact is Daniel Radcliffe was allergic to his Harry Potter glasses. He had an allergy to nickel, and they were quickly replaced with hyperallergenic specs. Also, did you know that his glasses had no lenses? This was to prevent reflections from anything happening behind the scenes. The glass lens was added in post-production. So there you go. Hold on. My work is calling. I will be right back.
some friends. Why did such a thing make you uptight and tense? You're
All
high
right,
strung, babe.
my son needs to take my phone number out of his
You're high
my
strung,
chart
babe. And a
because I just
high-strung
confirmed an
woman
appointment for him.
makes for a high-strung man.
So hopefully he'll get an email. If I get an email or a text, I will forward it to him.
That night for a drink or two. It seems somehow
That's so funny.
that bothers you. You're high-strung, babe.
Oh, this is funny. I'm looking at my
High-strung,
Facebook.
babe. And a high-strung woman
Hold on, let me take a picture of this and show you it without doxing my daughter. Hold on. This is hilarious because... Okay, I'll show you this. Okay. This was a random Wednesday in October a couple years ago, and that's my daughter being Wednesday Addams. So, that is funny.
mornings might oversleep some. You act out, say I'm lazy
Silly girl.
bum. You're high-strung, babe.
And that was a Facebook memory from
High-strung, babe.
4 years ago when she was 16.
High-strung woman makes for a high-strung man.
Oh, and here's my thing where I reversed the aging app to make myself look younger and got this. Peppermint Patty. That's so funny. I actually look like Peppermint Patty. I played Peppermint Patty in elementary school.
Makes for a high-strung man.
All right, and now back to our regularly scheduled knitting. All right. This crazy long blanket. I don't know what part is blanket and what part is... Okay, here we go. I am so confused. Okay, now we are doing a right side row, which starts with knit. And then I'm just gonna do the photo negative of what I see. There we go. Bam. I am liking this very much. Thank you very much. Okie dokie smoky. Okay. And now I'm having a hot flash. And I'm knitting a blanket, half of which is on my lap. Woo! Nobody can say that my life is not interesting. I need to put spaces between those commands because they smush together. Note to self. And now you can kind of see it's starting to make that pattern here. Just a little bit you can see it. Let's see, or you could see like these little bubbles instead of the smooth. So we'll see it even more on the next row. I'm not sorry you were cleaning up. You'll give me a hot flash. Ugh. No thanks. I don't like the hot flashes. It's weird though, when I'm over at my friend's house, I don't get them. It's mostly when I'm chilling, watching a movie. Although, usually when I'm watching a movie, I have a lap full of dogs. and they are very warm creatures. Speaking of cleaning up, guess what? My son cleaned the entire house in anticipation of these house guests coming. I swear he was pregnant because he was just totally nesting, but it was awesome. He just like super cleaned the house. So he cooks, he cleans, he plays the violin, he drives. He gets in trouble with the law sometimes. But that's my son! That's my baby boy! I'm so proud, most of the time. It is good motivation. When he was in high school, I could always tell when a chickie babe was coming over because he would clean his room and he would come down with like garbage bags full of stuff, and he'd have like 7,000 dishes that I had been looking for up in his room. And he'd come down and he'd do the dishes and he'd put them in the dishwasher and he'd start the dishwasher and I could hear him vacuuming, and I was like, oh yeah, he's gonna have a chickie babe over. And lo and behold, he did. Make it a competition. Or reward-based. Guys are reward-based. Like, what does he like to do the most? And say that he can have 20 extra minutes of whatever he likes to do, like video games or wrestling or whatever, if he sweeps the floor. Or if he does the dishes. It'll be reward-based. At least that's what worked with mine. I don't pretend to tell people how to raise their kids because I used to hate it when people would be like, well, you should. I'd be like, well, you know what? Might have worked on your kids, doesn't work on mine. Or the other thing is if you give them a choice, like then they have autonomy. And give the like 2 or 3 choices and any one of them are good. They're chores and they're good. And so like you could either do the dishes, vacuum, or sweep. And then they choose one. And then they've chosen one that you want them to do, but then they feel like they've made a choice. Oh, boom, boom. I just tell him to do it, I'm going to beat him. He tests me. Oh, they test you. The way it was explained to me that made the most sense is that when you first get on a roller coaster and they put that bar down, the first thing you do is test that bar is locked. So what they're doing when they test you is they're testing that the bar is locked. So if you're consistently locked, they won't have to test the bar as much. Oh yeah, it's hard. It is hard. Parenting, these little fuckers don't come with a manual. And I tell that to my kids, and I've been telling them that since they were little kids. I say, hey, you didn't come with a manual. I don't know what I'm doing. But here's what's going to happen. I am in charge because I am paying for this house. So, and then even give him a choice there. You have a choice. You can either do the dishes, or I can take your video game away. And one time I had to follow through with one that I didn't want to have to follow through with, because I said, you either do the thing or I take your door off the hinges for 2 days. And he did the thing, or didn't do the thing. And so I took the door off the hinges for 2 days, but he did the thing from then on. Because he knew I was serious. And then all I had to do was threaten to take the door off the hinges. And then he would do the thing. How to explain it? You could just say, hey, you could just sit him down and just say, hey, listen, I'm trying to be a better dad, and I've looked up some new techniques on how to be a better dad. So, from now on, if I ask you to do something and you don't do it, here's a list of consequences. And maybe let him choose the consequences. Then he can at least have autonomy over the consequences. And tell him if he doesn't choose, you will choose. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. All right. That was number 7. So, 7. Save. And the next fun fact is the famous line in Titanic from Leonardo DiCaprio, "I'm king of the world," was improvised. I think I knew that on some level. So that's the fun fact for that row. So now we are on the wrong side, which starts with purl 1. And we'll start to see this little pattern emerge even more. He's on top of my face. I have a face. It's my face. How was it? Was it a weird angle? Okay, so this is a wrong side row, so it's purl 1. Okay. Thank you. I've grown quite attached to it. So it's kind of like Czar. Yeah, Czarina. Oh, you did? You played almost every instrument? You were close. Because the coronation is for a woman in my play, so you were right if it was going to be for a guy. But you didn't know it was a woman, so you were right based on what you thought. In a minute, call you back. In a minute, she said, call you back. She said, call you back. In a minute. Brass, but you like drums and woodwind. So in elementary school, I learned how to play piano. And in middle school, oh, there's my head again. In middle school, I learned to play the clarinet. And in high school, okay, I didn't mean to play the drums, but the music teacher was trying to get this guy to learn how to play the drums. And I liked hanging out in the music room after school. And I was in the corner learning the drum beats faster than this guy was. And so the music teacher started teaching me the drums because he needed a drummer for the jazz band. And I feel really bad because this guy wanted to be in the jazz band, but he just didn't have it. And I got it really quickly. And so then I was in the jazz band. So I was in the jazz band in high school. I played the drums. And then, of course, I sound the shofar for my Jewish holidays because I am a Jew-raff. I've been waiting a very long time to make that joke in front of She's Jew and me. We lost the other two. That's funny. And let's see, what else do I play? Well, my son plays the violin. My daughter played the violin till she graduated and then she chucked it. My first ex plays the clarinet. My second ex plays the guitar. And my friend Pete plays drums. Guys, I didn't mean to. I was just off in the corner having fun, and he noticed that I was catching up on the drum beats pretty quickly. Or catching on to. Yeah, I tried to learn how to play the guitar. I did okay. And then I learned to play the ukulele, and I did okay. So I have a guitar and a ukulele, and I have a bongo drum, and I have two string instruments called woodrows, and you play them kind of like you like cover all the frets at once. So you play them like all the strings at the same time, and you just like do it fret-wise. I don't know how to explain it. But you don't cover like one or two strings, you just cover the whole fret. And it's like, it's tuned so that you can do that.
Mean what you say. Mean what you say. You don't mean what you say. Mean what you say. Mean what you say.
Yeah, it took me too long to get this stream set up for me to move anything. Seriously. I'm not looking forward to moving it all the way over to the new computer when I get it, but I think I could just keep it as it is and just unplug one computer and plug in the other computer. At least that's what I'm hoping will happen, because I've got it all set up. But then I'll have to like log into everything on the new computer and completely wipe it from the old computer, because the old computer that I'm using right now is technically the California guy's computer. He bought it for me, but I doubt he'll want it back, so I think I'm safe. Yeah. But really, it's about logging in. I think the OBS will be the trickiest thing. But if I set the rest of it up pretty quickly, then I can just copy the OBS over, or just like mirror it or whatever. Because everything else is a matter of logging in, and it saves it for you, so. And I'll just keep streaming on the old computer until I get the new computer set up right. And then the puppy cam is just the hallway cam is connected, but the couch cam is it's one of my wireless Ring cameras, the battery operated ones. That's why I have to keep connecting it again. I might do that because it is cheaper. My friend Pito Heat, he is a super nerd, and he built his own. And I've seen him build computers at his job, so maybe I'll do that so that I can save some money. Plus, it's more geared toward what you want it to do. Yeah, I'm into saving money. As long as it doesn't like cut corners. That was my slogan when I owned a frame shop. It says, because we ordered the frames pre-cut, because we didn't have a lot of room to have like a saw and all that. But on my business card, I said, frame shop, we don't cut corners. Oh, that's so sweet. I think we're good. I think I'm good. Because then I'm just going to work on bulking up my retirement after that. I want to die rich. Why you like to throw money around so much? Why don't you spend it on you and the kids? Right, that is row 8. Row 8. Save. Boom. All right, the next fun fact is oh, you felt valued. Well, I value you whether you throw money my way or not. Okay, the fun fact is, a single strand of spaghetti is called a spaghetto. That is so silly. I like it. Oh, you paid narrators to narrate them. Oh, that's cool. I would narrate your story. But only if you like my voice. It is an acquired taste sometimes. I don't like my voice when I hear it back. Yeah, that's why I like the High Holy Days, because I get compliments on my singing and my shofar sounding. All right, let's see how we're doing on these. Yeah, you can start to see the pattern. See, over here you can see the whole pattern. Right here. Wait, let me get it off of this thing. Okay, so you could see all the big dots, and then you could see up here there's more big dots happening, starting to happen. So this will be the thickness of this, hopefully. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you. Okay, so what am I on? I'm on 9. which is a right side row, which starts with knit. All right, woohoo, go team.
Running up a mountain and climbing a tree, twisted like a snake and busy like bees. Don't know what the is wrong with me.
Don't know what the is wrong with me.
Pumping up the volume to 90 degrees, dancing to a song till I drop to my knees. Don't know what the is wrong with me.
Don't know what the is wrong with me.
How you know you got that something here? I'm just standing doing nothing from across the room. You got me blushing. I gotta crush just like a gold rush. How you know you got that something here?
My biggest fear. Oh, I worked very hard not to be afraid of anything. What am I afraid of? I'm not afraid of talking on stage because I did comedy. In fact, I felt more at home doing that than having one-on-one conversations with people afterwards. Biggest fear. God, I used to fear being alone, but now I kind of cherish it. What is my biggest fear? I don't like snakes. I actually put my son in danger, I think, because there was a snake on the back porch, and I made him shoo it away with the broom. I'm a terrible mother. Let's see. I don't like spiders either. I guess things that can put venom in me. I don't like those wild animal-y things. Yeah. Nausea is another one. I can take a whole heck of a lot of pain. In fact, when I had my C-section, both my kids were C-sections, and I never pressed the pain pill or the pain pump button because they said, when you need it, press the pain pump button. And I never needed it, and I always wanted to feel the pain rather than overdo it and hurt myself further. So I never pressed the pain pump button. But nausea makes me like homicidal. I can't handle nausea like at all. Gosh. Death. I used to be afraid of death, and now I'm just like, if death is like sleeping and I don't notice when I'm sleeping, then there's nothing to fear. It's just like you're asleep. And like, or it's like whatever you felt before you were born. Do you remember before you were born? And people are usually like, no. Well, then you won't remember after you die. It'll be like that. At least it's not like some trauma that happens. Life is trauma. You want to know that you're dying. Huh. Yeah, because you want to have time to plan and say goodbye to the right people and leave it well. Like, I had the best goodbye with my dad. Like, it was perfect, like, for our relationship, because he was on hospice, and then they sent him home, and he was on home hospice care, and then it was getting kind of toward the end. And then my stepmom arranged a FaceTime call with me and him. And I remember I got on the FaceTime call and he kept closing his eyes, and I'm like, oh, is he sleepy? And she's like, no, he's sad. And I'm like, why is he sad? She's like, well, he's saying goodbye to his daughter. And I'm like, oh. And so we had a little bit of short conversation, and then there was a little bit of a lull, and my stepmom goes, okay, tell her you love her. And he goes, okay, I love her. And then we kind of like ended the call. But that's like perfect. Like, he wasn't an I love you kind of person. And like we hardly saw each other, and he was always kind of like at arm's length a little bit. So that was just like the perfect interaction. And it was like, I'm glad that was the last memory. Like it worked out perfectly, I think, for the way we were with each other. But like if he said it directly to me, that wouldn't have been him. That just wouldn't have been like him. So just the fact that he goes, okay, I love her. It's just like, okay, it's the best I'm going to get, isn't it? So, oh well, it is what it is. But he did die on May the 4th be with you, which was perfect because he was a nerd. Maybe that's why I like nerds so much. I think there's a typo in the Bible. I think it's the geek shall inherit the earth. Oh, you never have to hide your nerdiness around me. I am a super nerd too. I'm an actual Mensa member. You don't get much nerdier than that. Yeah, it's hard to hide nerdiness. Especially when you're talking about conventions and stuff. Which I was. Oops, I almost screwed this up. Oh, I almost did a purl when I was supposed to do a knit. But I caught it just in time. I enjoy talking nerdy to you too. Back at ya. Nerds rule and jocks drool. Which is typically true. Catch them pearls. You are the most sexual nerd I've ever spoken to. It comes straight from Jesus. Jesus was a sexual nerd as well. Agreed. A personality spark. There you go. If it leads to other things, so be it. All right. Row 9. I'm not sure the yarn will last, but we'll try. Okay. Here we go. My dad used to live in Hershey, Pennsylvania, by the way. So, fun fact, Hershey Kisses are named after the kissing sound the deposited chocolate makes as it falls from the machine onto the conveyor belt. Oh, because it's like wax paper. So I can imagine the sound it makes when it falls down onto the wax paper. You'll 9 my row. You went to Hershey. I went to Hershey Park. And I rode on the roller coaster. I can't remember what it was called, but I rode on it like over and over and over. I'm scared of roller coasters. That's something I'm scared of. But once I ride it and I know what's coming, I want to ride the same one over and over. When did you go there? Maybe we were there at the same time. That would be funny. When you were 9, let's see. I was 24. Did I go there when I was 24? I don't think so. I think they had moved to Albuquerque by then. Yeah, they had moved to Albuquerque by the time I graduated college. Yeah. Albuquerque. It was in Albuquerque. I don't know. Do you think the yarn will last? There's not much. This is gonna be a tough one. I might have to order another thing of yarn. Or go to Michael's and see if they have it, another one. I'm gonna have to do that like today right after the stream and see if they have it. Otherwise I'm gonna have to order it and hope it gets here by Wednesday. I don't know. Kind of scary. That's true. You were too young. But I would point it at you and go, "Oh, cute kid." Four hours of me wasn't enough. Well, I will be back Wednesday, I promise. And you have another 23 minutes of me. So savor it, baby. Okay, we are on row 10, which is the wrong side row, which starts with purl. Ah! The first stitch is always tricky. Okay. Aw. That's okay. You can dream about my stream. It'll be a stream dream. Not sure that sounded quite appropriate, but okay, whatever.
That's why we fade away.
This sounds like the slow walk that they do on Deadpool.
Here again, you tell me you just wanna be friends, so I act like I don't understand. Go ahead now, be the man.
That's true. And I would never worry. Is anything really appropriate? Not when you and I are talking, no. Nothing is appropriate.
Cause hey, that's what friends supposed to say. Minute after minute we fade, and I don't even know what's there. Watch me turning tides, now open your eyes to face.
That's right. Wild and fun. Or filed and won. Wait a minute. Defiled and spun? I don't know.
Here we go. Finally some rock and roll. Except that you're just a sinking stone. Too hard to stay in control anymore. You got no clue, and that's your problem. I know you can't stress no other like that. You still wanna be my friend. I dropped the bomb. You said what's wrong, babe? Scary how you still try to smile and deny it. Yeah, I'm sure your dad still thinks you're great. Minute after minute we fade, and I don't even know what to say. I got nothing to say, 'cause your face is fake. That's why minute after minute we fade, and I don't even know what to say. I got nothing to say, 'cause your face is fake. That's why we fade away.
I really am worried that we're not going to have enough yarn. I'm like ruminating on this. But you know, this is the only yarn on the planet. So I really can buy some more. Worst case scenario, I have to start my crochet project before I finish this project, which is going to fuck with my OCD, but that's okay. Well, I mean, I still have the what's it called? The little piece of paper that wraps around them, the label. How come I couldn't think of the word label? Remember the Swiss cheese for brains I told you I had? Oh, so you're not going to be sleeping. Yay! You will be awake. So is it a staycay? Are you just at home? You like cheese. I can't do cheese. I'm lactose intolerant. One of my t-shirts says, I can't be cremated. I'm lactose intolerant. Oh, Airbnb. Cool. Is it a nice Airbnb? Do you get like ideas from Airbnbs that this is what I want to do with my house? I would totally be looking around getting ideas. Probably why I'm going to be broke in retirement, because I'm going to want to do all kinds of crap to my house. Well, just one thing at a time. Just do the first thing, do the next thing, do the next thing, and eventually you have all of it. Like, I want to redo both bathrooms, or 2 of my 3 bathrooms. And I have pictures of what I want it to look like on my bathroom mirror. I also want to install gutters, and I have the gutters in the garage to do it. I just need to hire a person to put them up. And then I want to... What else do I want to do? Maybe get some ideas for landscaping and hire a person to do some better landscaping than what I have. Oh, did you use the bidet? Was it good? I've never used one. I've heard they're wonderful. Very refreshing. Maybe I'll try one. Oh, cool. My mom, in her house that she built, she had a toilet with heated seats and a bidet. And I did the heated seats, but I never did the bidet thing. I was too chicken. Maybe that could be one of my fears. I'm afraid of bidets. I imagine it's just like a shower. Heats the water so it's not like ice hitting your clown knots. Well, that's good. Although that might be its own kind of refreshing. Especially when it's super hot outside. Kind of like the polar bear plunge, but in the bathroom. All right, row 10. And the next fun fact is Princess Peach didn't move until 1988 because it was too complicated for the designers to make her a movable character. Whoa. That's crazy. Okay, row 11 is a right side row, so I knit first. I am hot flashing like a motherfucker. It's crazy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can buy one more skein of this. Worst case scenario, I have to use it in another project. And that's not bad at all. And best case scenario, I needed it anyway, and I can use the rest of it in another project. Because I know that when I learn how to crochet, I can crochet little things and piecemeal things and stuff like that. So you can even knit stuff like that too. I mean, I could have fun for hours. I streamed for 7 hours one time because 3.5 hours in, I got raided, and then I stayed on for another 4 hours because I was so excited that I got raided. It was the first time I'd ever gotten raided, and that's how crazy I am. But yeah, I do want to watch a movie. And drink a crap ton of cold water. And I have a speechy thing to give at my group thingy tomorrow. And I want to go over that to make sure I have everything I want to say. I am not. You are my 39th follower, and I still have 39 followers. So it's a process. I also try to visit other people's streams and make fun comments and see if I can get people excited about my stream, but I'm not in a hurry because I want to be ready when I want to feel like I've earned the right to earn. So there's a couple more things I want to do to improve my the stream. Not the stream part much, but there's like in the about section of my Twitter, or not Twitter, of my Twitch. I've seen other people's about sections and they have all these little like boxes in there, and they have things like, you know, what tools do I use to stream? Like, what are my webcams and what are my computers and what are my, you know, iPads and the lights and the knitting needles and, you know, all that stuff. And I think it's a template that they use. So I'm going to look that up maybe tomorrow. Oh, you have friends you want to bring on my stream? That's so nice. That would be awesome. Thanks for offering. I'll take that. I hope they enjoy it, and I'm pretty sure I would enjoy them. Especially if they're goofy. Nice, thank you. Oh, you're so good to me. Such a doll. Aw, I like you too. Getting repo would help. Oh, repo, yeah. I did, well, I told you before, I put some games on there. I just have to put them, I have to attach them to the stream. But yes, I will look into repo. Maybe I can do that on the day that I do my World of Warcraft. Repo. And some people have like a Pokemon game that plays in the background that people seem to like to try to catch the Pokemons. Not sure I'm into that. But it might attract more people. That's a headache to me. The Pokemon one? Yeah. And I remember my kids would run around the neighborhood trying to catch the Pokemon Go ones. I thought that was funny. Yeah. I remember my son complaining about that, but my daughter wanted to catch every last one of them. So we would drive to different places, and she would always have it on in the car, and she'd be like, "Ooh, Mom, turn left." And I'd be like, no, we got to go over here. We have an appointment. No, just turn left. That's like, dude, maybe after. She's like, "But I need to catch it now." This thread seems to be lasting. So maybe it's not using as much as it was using in the middle. And now it's gonna be close. I'll keep the receipt and return it if I don't need it. How's that? They may have replenished it by now. I bought their entire stock out. It was only 5 skeins, but I did buy the entire stock. I emptied the bin completely. That's what she said. That's what he said. I have done that for people before. Whoa. That is a knit. So I'm purling it. Okay. That's what I like about doing this part of the blanket, is I can just see what's going on and not have to count. And now you're intrigued. Yeah, I have a certain set of skills. And save. Row 11. Okay. The next fun fact is in English, leaving a party without telling anyone is called a French exit. In French, it's called a partir à l'anglaise, which means to leave like the English. Partir à l'anglaise. Part like the English. Oh, yeah. You don't know how to eat a mollusk? Oh, you do know how to eat a mollusk. See, that's the thing. Let me make sure you're the only one on here. Okay, I don't like that. That's not how I want to. That's not what does it for me. I am an unusual human. Probably because I'm a giraffe. Oh, it's 7:58. Should I start another row? Nah. Okay, so I'll show you what the pattern looks like, and you can kind of see. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. Here, let me put it down here. Okay, so you can see that this is going to come into this area, and it'll be thicker, but we are finishing this blanket. It's official. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 more rows. That's crazy. I'm going to Michael's and make sure I have enough yarn and I'll use it for something later if I don't. But oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Holy fuck balls. This is awesome. I'm finishing a project. I still have to tie up the loose ends. See how there's like these loose when I had to change yarns as I got to the next skein? But I'll tie those up. Whoops, you can't see it. There we go. This is the loose ends. Whee! But oh my goodness. I can't believe we're at this point. We're finishing the other end. And it's got all the polka dots. All the little diamond polka dots. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, woohoo! Okay, let me put this thingy in, and then I'll raid a channel. Knit closing. And then raid. Who are you gonna raid today? We are gonna raid, and thank you for joining me today. I'll raid someone cute for ya. Let's see, we've got crocheting, show and tell, or they're playing plushie and essence hunting. That looks like a video game. That looks fun though. Okay, let's do her. Alright, start the raid. Thank you, thank you. I will see you next time I see you, and not a minute sooner.